Crew. We ain't gonna be here for a long time, only for a good time. You already know what to do. Run them likes all the way up. Thumbing up the video not only helps with YouTube's algorithm, but more importantly, it triggers up YouTube's notification system. So when you are thumbing up the video, you are literally knocking on the digital door of another Conscious Crew member and telling them to get their black asses into the St. Joe. All right. Okay, so whether you're part of the replay gang, active with me in real time, or you are old nasty piece of bush, baby, please swing your bang on the motherfucking like feature. If you also love everything that Kane does here, you can always donate to the platform at $Consciouztv on Cash App and or PayPal.me/Consciouztv. And that is Conscious spelled with the Z on the end, just like it is here on the channel. All donation information and social media handles are in the description box below and scrolling from right to left in red and white at the bottom of this here live screen. Also, make sure that you have all of your notification bells set to all. And last but not least, please share the stream out to wherever it is you have digital community, whether that be your YouTube community wall, your Snapchat, your MySpace, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you, in fact, lay the link. Just let them godless heathens know that we're loud, we're live, and we are certainly in motherfucking color. And with no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, what's going on, Conscious Crew? Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend and are having a great start to a wonderful work week. Now, I think it's about the storm. I think I'm hearing a little bit of light and then a little bit of frightening. So I don't know, honey. I'm going to have to be a speed demon through this commentary, even though I had plans, girl, to give y'all an encore today because, baby, it is a lot going on and I kind of want to get into it. Also, I've been uploading to the platform all day. So I done uploaded 2 shorts. If you guys haven't checked out those 2 shorts yet, make sure that you guys give the shorts a click and a view and a thumbs up. All engagement helps to elevate the platform. Y'all know that we are a one-man army and we are self-made and get it from the motherfucking mud up because, baby, we are army of one. All right. So we do this as one. So please run it up. But between uploading to the shorts, then going live. Did we go live last night? Did we go live yesterday? And then the community wall post today. All that stuff be counting as a post and an upload. And then YouTube does their fair share of sending out notifications when you make a community wall post or when you upload a short or when you do a pre-recorded video or when you do a live stream. And you know, we only get 3 rounds of notifications within a 48-hour period. So I know I already done used up my damn notifications just by being so active, which is real nutty and stupid. Like YouTube literally has one of the most ghettoest, projectist, low income ass algorithms that I've ever experienced in my entire life. Out of all the social media platforms that exist, baby, YouTube's algorithm and just the way the creator psychologies are, the gatekeepers psychology is around how they set up the algorithm is absolutely insane and makes no goddamn sense. Like, creators should be able to come on here, girl, and upload all motherfucking day they want to, and notifications go out accordingly every single motherfucking time. And you know, when people get notified shouldn't be selective, honey. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. If I upload or go live 10 times a day, notifications need to go out 10 times a motherfucking day. And the supporters should be given the right to decide if they want notifications sometimes or all or none of the time. But YouTube itself should not be making those decisions, baby, and cop blocking the motherfucking cane. Who these hoes feeling like? The boss apparently is who the hell they feel like. But we ain't here to boycott or protest motherfucking YouTube, okay? We got hot topics to get into. So let's go ahead and get into it. First thing I want to start off with, girl, is we have gotten a rare sighting, okay, by the Diddler himself. Y'all know P. Diddy, baby. Young Miami's handler child. Diddy done been seen pooching around the yard, baby. In his prison sandals. Look at him, girl. Yeah. A rare view, honey, into the Diddler child. He out there walking off all the rape and walking off all the abuse he done perpetuated against women and men, child. Baby, he out there walking off all the civil suit, child, and trying to walk off the remainder of his sentencing, girl. How y'all feel about it? It's like watching a fruit bat out there in the forest being strange and things, shy. He walking mighty fast too, bitch. What he running away from? The right thing? Why he walking so fast, y'all? What? They did it almost damn sprinting, bitch. Who he running from? The Lord, my God, today. Shout out to the Diddler child. Shout out to him, my God, today. Because speaking of Diddy and speaking of Young Miami as a handler child, all this hooting and hollering about Cenat, y'all know we over here done did like 3 damn different commentaries about Young Miami, Cenat child, Miss India, Irie, Miss My Neck, My Back, and My Headscarf herself done got the conversation started about how Cenat is low vibrational and we shouldn't be consuming it because if we do, by the end of the year, all of our ass is going to have a boost in charge. My God, today. Y'all ready for y'all jumpsuits? I don't know about it. And it's created all this conversation on social media, girl. We over here been getting into the minutia, as my boy YB Entertainment Speaks would say, peeling back the layers around Cenat and sociology and survival crimes. I mean, baby, we commentated down to the motherfucking ground, baby. Ain't nobody did it like the CTV, baby, okay? And it still ain't been done, even though the conversations are still going on about where Cenat belongs amongst Black culture. Should it belong in the garbage can, or should it belong at the top of the billboards where the hell it is on the hot rap chart, child? It done went from resting at a solid 50-something on the Hot 100, but all the haters, bitch, blew it up. Now it's at the top of the goddamn hip-hop chart. Girl, Young Miami proved the old saying, girl, that if you know how to work it, remix it, and reverse it, that there really is no such thing as bad publicity, baby. All publicity matters. And Cenat shooting straight up to the damn charts is proof, child, that you need your haters too to be successful, baby. Haters are just disgruntled fans, but fans none the damn less, okay? Haters are just fans who can't bring themselves to accept that they adore you, who can't accept that they love you, who can't accept that they want to be you, but nonetheless do, and they hate themselves more for it, yeah. Okay? So the reason why hateration is necessary is because sometimes, baby, the supporters be having other things to do, like take care of their children, breastfeed their husbands, cornrow their sister's hair. So when the supporters are off the clock, you need your haters who want to keep the seat warm. They're going to keep your name loud, live, and in color and in lights and keep the seat warm until your real supporters get back outside, child. So Cenat is having it, girl. It is Young Miami's highest charting single since being a solo artist. My God, today. I can only imagine that India Irie is somewhere turning into the goddamn great Medusa bitch and wanting to look Young Miami straight in the goddamn eye and turn her ass into a pillar of goddamn salt. My God. Imagine being on your high vibrational, naked truth, I am ready for love, get it together energy, and call yourself trying to decolonize your people and take the shackles off their feet. Do we need a Christian revolution, my God? And then, in your attempt to raise the aura of your tribe members, Jesus, Them hoes turn around, girl, and get even more damn addicted to what you are identifying as poison. And now all the radio stations and all the Spotifys and all the iTunes is washing and rinsing and repeating the damn song, girl. I know India Irie is done, baby. I know she ain't got nothing else for the black community, girl. She was already tied, girl. She said in her Substack, girl, that she don't even try to save them no more, girl. After seeing how Spend That went up rather than down, baby, I know she cooked. Po India Irie, somebody do a wellness check on her. We'll get a little bit more into that, girl. But some good news, and maybe this will be a caveat, you know, a middle ground, something that will soothe India Irie's frustration with Spend That. Because Spend That has now gone gospel, you all. Okay, some poor person trapped in a capitalistic Christian system called a church was able to record a group of young people who have Christianized, who have gospelized, Spend That, and turn it into a evangelizing vehicle for the salvation of the Lord. My God, check this out.
Break those chains, give God praise, give God praise, give God praise, break those chains. Yeah. Coast to coast, that devil don't want no smoke. Breaking chains and saving souls.
Hey! All right now.
Breaking blessings in the overflow. That devil don't want no smoke.
Hey!
Give God praise, give God praise.
Give him praise, child.
Break those chains, give God praise.
Hey!
Give God praise,
Ah! Yes!
coast to coast, that devil don't want.
India Irie, do you feel better, baby? They done turned Spend That, baby, hijacked the rhythm and hijacked this blues and using it to do the Lord's work and to raise up the Lord's name. My goodness, okay? The scriptures say, girl, that to the pure, all things are pure, baby. To the happy, all things are happy. To the good, all things are in fact good. My God. Now I wonder whose idea this was. I wonder which one of them half-saved ass biddies in the church, baby, been secretly listening to Spend That and got the clever idea to gospelize Spend That. Who up in there, who up in that church and congregation think that they salvation make space for Spend That? See, if I was the pastor, baby, I would have to hold a team meeting on this Tuesday afternoon, baby, and chastise and beat the Spend That out of whomever thought their salvation could carry the weight of listening to such trash. Okay, baby, who need that? Who up in there think they got Jesus like that? That you can leave here and go listen to that devil ass hip hop? Who taught you Spend That? My God. Now, the conversations are still being had around Spend That. And I want to say this, girl, because, you know, I'm still irritated by the way this conversation is being had, child. Music is influential. Music is, it can, y'all tripping now. All of a sudden now, music don't got no influence. Ain't nobody said music ain't got no damn influence. But what I am definitely saying is that nothing in this world has the power to make you do anything. Influence, sure. Pressure you, sure. Compel you, sure. But make you go Spend That illegally, hell no. Hold on, y'all. And as I said before, you got to keep one thing for sure in mind here. We talking about damn art. Now, it may be trashy, low vibration, Zeus network level as art, but it is art. And anybody who using a song or artistic expression or a music video or a verse, bars, a rap song to go and do something illegal has a mental health problem, my love, and has been felt by their parents, okay? And to put this into further context, I want to add this as well. Low vibrational music only actually influences low vibrational people who, as I've said before, are already predisposed to low vibrational behavior. Prime example. If you are a fighting type of a bitch, okay, and you getting ready to go to the club, you a fighter in general, baby. You run that to whoever need that, honey, okay? You ain't never got to get ready because you absolutely unequivocally always stay ready, okay? So it's nothing for you to catch a charge every now and again. It's nothing for you to catch a TPO and a restraining order every now and again, okay? It's nothing for you to catch a little bit of probation, baby, every now and again, honey, because that's what you do. All right. Now let's say, because this who you is, you already are predisposed and pre-prepared to whip ass on sight for you. A violent, nuck if you buck, crunk ass, stomp them out ass song may be the thing that's the icing on your cake when it comes on in the club, baby. It may be the icing on the cake, baby, when you in the parking lot chilling and somebody fucking with you. Okay, and Crime Mob playing in the background. That may be the icing on the cake, but the key here is you have to be predisposed to this behavior. You were already willing to do what it is you were going to do. And this here, this music, was just the extra sauce on your Big Mac. Because healthy people can be anywhere under any circumstances listening to the same low vibrational ass music and not go out there and commit no damn crime, and not go out there and whip nobody's ass, and not go out there and join nobody's damn gang, and not go out there. It's funny to me how all these damn people talking about, oh, the music does have power. But they're the same people who ain't boosting in the name of Young Miami. They're the same people, though, who ain't scamming and frying in the name of Spend That, but are trying to make this overbearing point that music is so influential. And once again, we're not going to deny that music is influential. But at the end of the day, you have something more powerful than an influence, which is called a choice, which is determined by your free will. God has not put anything in this world that can make a decision for you. You ultimately are the one who still hold the power and who still hold the autonomy, no matter how immense the pressure is, no matter how immense the peer pressure is. Isn't this how y'all teach y'all children? That I don't give a damn what you see your raggedy ass, heathenistic ass friends do. If they go jump off a damn bridge, you don't follow behind them. If they go do something stupid, you don't do something stupid. I don't give a damn how many of them it is. I don't care how cool you think they is. I don't care how bad you might want to fit in. Y'all are teaching young people the power of personal agency and informing them that they have choice no matter what. So while there may be people, because apparently there are some viral videos that are going around of some damn boosters quoting Young Miami and getting locked up out of Target and Walmart and CVS and shit, stealing out of the Louis Vuitton store to Spend That. These were already boosting assholes who now have an anthem. They now have a moniker. Spend That isn't creating boosters. Spend That is appealing to people who were already boosting. And this is their intro song, girl. This is their motherfucking soundtrack in the background now. Okay? Just like gangsters gonna play gangster music. And unalivers gonna play unaliver music. Thieves are gonna play thieving ass music. Okay? My God. So I'm not arguing that Spin That is a positive song. It's not. It's trash. It's dumb. I don't like the song myself, but I'm sticking to my guns. That Young Miami and everybody else who makes low vibrational ass art should be able to make that art. Art should be able to be anything that it needs to be. A villain, a superhero, a testament to God, a testament to the devil. Art is art. It should be without discretion, and it should be unconditional in that way. And anybody using art to do something stupid is stupid, okay? And just because people may go and call themselves doing something stupid because of art does not then become a congressional hearing and a villainization of art. Because when we get into that sticky territory there, when we begin to, blame video games and movies and rappers and singers and influencers and all of this, girl, for the bad behavior of folk, especially like these superficial stimuli, you know what you run into? You have to kind of excuse everything. That means that everybody who is locked up right now in prison for doing whatever the hell they did to get there probably should be free according to that psychology, because something else influenced them to do it. The pain they were in, the situation they were in, the music they listened to, how they grew up, how their mama treated them, how their daddy treated them, how their family. Everybody got a reason. Everybody got an excuse. So now if we get into that territory, how far do excuses go and not go? And last time I checked, a few of these videos where young people are singing Spin That on the bus and singing Spin That in the restaurant, all those young people, all them babies got something called parents. And that's where the outrage should be, if there's going to be outrage at all. If this is, I don't know whether we're talking, and I don't even know where we are within the issue. Are we talking about the kids? Because if we're talking about the kids got parents. Young Miami ain't parented none of these children whose parents are allowing them to recite these lyrics and dance to these lyrics and recording them, performing to these lyrics, thinking that it's cute. Huh? Or are we talking about grown adults and how Spin That is an influence? Because if you are an actual grown adult, I gotta hold you accountable for your behavior. I can't move you out the way and assign your bullshit to Spin That. That would be irrational and just kind of weird to do. So I agree with India Irie's sentiments that if you want to be on the path to light and love and have a healthy mindset, then a part of that comes with what you take in to your spirit. Okay? But where I disagree at is that this type of stimuli should not be able to be made. It should be able to be made. And just because you also listen, purchase, and participate in consuming this type of media also does not determine your character. Plenty of people listen to and support various types of art that do not become their own actions and do not become their own reality. Okay? I think a more significant thing to take away or to pivot this conversation around Spin That into is the mental health crisis within the country. Because if you're using a song to throw your goddamn life away or to justify some bullshit, baby, you got some mental issues. It's ironic that for those who arguing how influential music is, are conveniently not talking about how, despite there being a whole genre of gospel music, why most people ain't actually saved then, if music is so powerful. Plenty of other genres of music exist too. Heavy metal, rock and roll. Why isn't everybody a fan? Why doesn't everybody love country? Why doesn't everybody love hip hop? Why doesn't everybody love contemporary? Because music does not work in the black and white way that people are trying to make music and sound and frequency seem like. Christ said that it's not what you put in you, it's what comes out of you. You can listen to any damn thing. You can watch any damn thing without being made and molded in its likeness. You are more powerful than that. Now, you may not understand your power. You may not be in touch with your power. You may not have that type of clarity of self and beingness and wholeness. But nonetheless, you are. And the people who are not influenced to do goofy shit are proof that external stimuli does not determine behavior exclusively. If it is, there's some underlying issues for those people that low vibrational content does influence. That really has nothing to do with the music. More so has things to do with the trauma, the circumstance, the ignorance, and the lack of impulse control. But shout out, child, to the Christianized version. Spin that shit. My goodness. Moving along. Cenat. So Cenat has got up off the runway, girl. He said he tired of cosplaying as Lil Uzi Vert. And he is getting back to his streaming origins. He has returned back to streaming. Cenat is back full time. He's also stated that he will be running and opening the doors of Streamers University for every year of his life that he is alive. Streaming University will happen every single year. So shout out to Cenat for keeping Streamers University a revolving door and doing something that gives people like him who also want to do streaming, etc., the opportunity to get the visibility, to get the tutelage, to get the training and the insight and the oversight, and to get the connections that they need in order to be successful in what it is that they do. So shout out to him. Now, you guys know he held some entertaining auditions, and one of the people that auditioned for him was gossiper Barnyard Wiggins, also better known as 27 Days, also better known as Trasher Coochie K's ex-mentee. Okay? He pulled up, girl, Hollywood several hours early, and just knew, baby, that he was going to pass go and collect 200 and got the scolding of a lifetime, baby. It was so bad that people was calling it a public humiliation ritual, girl. Cenat told Barnyard Wiggins that he is too goddamn old to be there for one. Most of the people who are attracted to streaming, particularly not podcasting, not trendy pop culture commentary, but specifically to live streaming, okay? And being a gamer typically is anywhere between 16 to 25 years of age. Barnyard Wiggins is as old as dinosaur bones, girl. He's pushing 40, okay? So Cenat said, hell to the no, to the no. Then he turned around and also said that not only is his ass too old to be a part of Streaming University, but he's also too goddamn messy and low vibrational, and there is absolutely no goddamn place, not even as a janitor to the university, for a messy old asshole like Barnyard Wiggins. Barnyard Wiggins pretended to take that on the goddamn chin, my love, okay? He tried to hold it together as he made his way to his car, and we knew he wanted to cry and was gonna cry in the goddamn car. And that's exactly what he did. And then he got his ass up here, baby, and lost his goddamn mind and raised all type of goddamn hell and cussed Cenat out on his damn YouTube channel, bitch, and said he was being a homophobe and he was doing this, that, and the third, and he ain't too old and he don't receive it and he don't accept that criticism, etc., baby. But then proceeded to continue to beg Cenat, baby, for a desk and some crayons, my God, today. Even went as far as to telling his supporters, baby, to continue to tag Cenat down to the ground and let his ass up in that motherfucking university. Well, Cenat has revealed who will be this year's alum at 2026's Streamer University, baby. And out of all the names that were there, unfortunately, we don't see Armon Wiggins' name there, baby. None of the begging worked. None of the slander work. None of the bullying and intimidation tactics work, baby. So let's shout out and acknowledge those who did make it. Sky Jackson, shout out to her and her raggedy ass light-skinned baby daddy. Queen Naja. Sarah Safari. Stable Ronaldo. Jason the Wing. Black Boy Max and his lace front. Sketch. Silky. Runic TV. Yusuf Sevenin. Dream Doll. Pooji. Fumi Bean. Mookie. Oh, baby. The way some of these names set up, Cenat, thank you for disrupting the damn school to prison pipelines, baby. Because Pooji sound like, baby, he or she was on her way, baby, to a long list of felonies, bitch. Runky, Sketch. Oh, baby, these sound like very questionable ass people, baby, who are on a fast track, baby, to terrorizing perfectly fine and healthy neighborhoods. My God. Mookie, my God, today. The Mighty B.A. I Like Haskell. Danny. Mr. Kim. Raphael Solo Live. Giovanni Ramos. Kiara Sainty. Tiana Mashara. Aisha Sophie. Benji Chavez, Layla Simone TV, Canel Joseph, J Mamio, Real Big Ant, Bonita, Avejora, Mondo Millions, Blasian Beauty Alexis, Blasian, Jada Bunny, Marlon, Not Bill, Zoe, Noemi, Dope Boy Oli, Marley Girl, baby. These motherfucking names are taking me out. I feel like a damn CO calling off a roster, bitch. At a detention center, girl. My God. Okay? And out of all these folk, page by page, line by line, verse by verse, precept by precept, syllable by syllable, girl, adverb by adverb, baby, chapter by chapter, we don't get a Armon Wiggins, my God, today. Another one who won't need a wellness check. My God. So showing up several hours later didn't work. Trying to be fake humbled didn't work. Then going all out low vibrational and trying to set his motherfucking bio book to flames didn't work either. Even after trying to put allegations that the man was being homophobic and you were being discriminated against, and because you used to be in DEI hire, shout out to Foxhole, you should have at least been qualified as a result of DEI, but you forgot that the president that your ex-mentee Trash Coochie Kate voted in office to overturn affirmative action in DEI, baby. So there is no way to fake it till you make it, bitch. You're going to have to actually make it. But on top of that, Cenat did one better to Wiggins. He might not have accepted his sugary ass, but he damn sure did his fair share, baby, of accepting the girls into Streamer University for somebody who allegedly was discriminating because someone was allegedly gay as hell. Cenat provides acceptance and entry into Streamers University of his fair share of Black queer creators. And let's celebrate the girls, my God. Content creator Markel, dancing ass Markel Washington, okay? Celebrated being accepted into Cenat Streaming University as cheer coach, my God. Not him twerking.
Y'all, I can't even think right now. I am so overwhelmed with so much joy. But
shout out to Markel. He deserves that. Shout out to you, Markel. Okay.
They're on this list.
Cenat accepts NYC artist Real Big Ant. Okay. Into Streamer University. My God, today, honey, pushing through as a queer musician. And his lash, and his lip stain, baby, and his contour, and blush, girl, Butch Queen University, 2026. Yes, God. 2 snaps for the motherfucking kid.
Big Ant.
My God.
W's in the chat for real _big Ant. W's. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, we took time to get this in from NYC. Oh, shit. Real Big Ant is from NYC. He's the first gay drill rapper.
My God.
I like your entries. Did you send me an application? Yes, I did. Make sure you stay consistent because we'll be having review. No problem. Have a wonderful day, D-Con. And let me know if you need me to tell anybody. I'm here.
And this is his response. I am overwhelmed with joy, and I'll respond to everybody in the morning. Thank you for all the messages, love, and support. Let's go up from here. Shout out to Big Ant, honey, the first gay drill rapper. My God, today. My God, my God, my God. I love this for them. Creator Easy, okay, reacts to being accepted into Cenat Streaming University.
Easy!
My God. Yeah.
Oh, God in heaven, bro. I do this shit, nigga. Thank you, God. Thank you, God.
Wow. Let's go. Bang. Bang. Let's go. We have.
Do y'all know how much people are saying, do they win money? Do y'all know how much of a big deal it is to go from being a struggle streamer or to having a very small audience to getting the chance of a lifetime to be seen on one of the largest social media platforms by one of the largest and some of the most relevant young influencers of this generation, like Platboy Max, who was just performing at Rolling Loud, etc. Cenat. Yes, this is a big deal because, and I don't know if there's any monetary entitlement to Streaming University, but the whole point is that you get this massive stage, you get all this access to people who do this, who are filthy rich. You get all of their knowledge, you get all of their critique, all of their constructiveness, and then you get to use all that you gain, all this visibility, all this access to increase your bottom dollar. So even if they're not getting any money on the front end for this, the goal is to convert this into coin on the back end. Because see, people have been able to see how far these guys and girls have been able to really take this, how they've been able to change their lives. They are creating whole industries. We are looking at the young multi-millionaires who will probably be billionaires by the time that they hit 40. We're talking about the future leaders, the future Elon Musk's in terms of wealth. Imagine something like this being allocated to Black and brown people who come from poverty, come from the hood, who have never had a silver spoon in their mouth, who only have raw gift and raw talent, but never had no guidance. They don't know what this should look like. They don't really know the administrative part of being gifted. They don't understand the business of being gifted and how to maximize your giftedness and turn that into profit, because there's very little leadership within Black and brown community. These are Black ass people, talented people, eager people who don't want to do nothing illegal. They don't want to run no streets. They want to make money having fun, doing something positive, and use that money to continue to open up space for people just like them, change the lives and course of their families, etc., baby. Keep their ass on the up and up, so they ain't gotta be no boosting, scamming niggas. Okay, baby, they're trying to avoid having to spend that illegally and do something good with their life. And this is why we love Cenat. Now, Cenat, every now and again, you know, he do something goofy that you gotta tug on his wig a little bit. But for the most part, this young man has been an incredible asset to the influencer economy and community, and is really motherfucking doing it up. It's clear that God has called Cenat and anointed him for a time like this, for a job like this. And I can only imagine, baby, that the Lord is sitting back like, job well done, my son, my God, today. So yes, this is a big deal for people who want to do this. You know, when we grow as creators and we get to amplify our talent and we get to grow and get the proper accolade, yes, that means everything. It's like anybody working any other goddamn job. When you get a promotion, you happy. When you get a raise, you happy. When you get to climb up, you happy. When you get that acceptance email, that hired email, the same thing all over again. So back to Wiggins Chile. So it's mighty funny that Cenat gave a big ass middle finger to Barnyard Wiggins, who tried to put a homophobic narrative on his name, all because his raggedy, sugary ass got rejected. Now, mind you, when we talked about this in real time, I didn't particularly understand the psychology of Wiggins, because I'm like, how you gonna call the nigga you want an opportunity from homophobic? And why would you try to throw dirt on his brand, and yet you want to be and have access to his brand? Like, how was that going to be a working strategy? Now, maybe if Barnyard had begged and begged and begged enough, but kept all the bullshit out of his begging and didn't throw shots and didn't try to like slander the man, maybe Cenat's empathy would have, felt bad for the beggar. Yeah, he called him homophobic. In them Twitter spaces, he was trying to make it seem like, oh, girl, it's because he gay and this, that, and the third, and Kai being an ageist. I mean, he said everything he could say. He reversed all of the things that Kai said to him and turned it into a demonstrative narrative against Cenat like he always does. And this is why nobody don't trust Barnyard motherfucking Wiggins, because he has a public pattern of always trying to burn the damn village down and trying to do the damn most when he don't get his damn way, as if he's entitled to any and every goddamn thing, and he's not. So shout out to Cenat for showing that he can't be brought, he will not be sold, and begging don't work, and trying to intimidate him and bully him into this, that, and the third don't work either, baby. The door is closed. The door is closed. Hold on, y'all. My God, today. And any of these people who were already big, they get to be bigger. Okay? Because there's levels to this shit. Baby, you can have money, but then you can get rich. Baby, you can get rich, but then, baby, you can get wealthy. Baby, you can get wealthy, baby, you can get filthy wealthy. See, levels to the shit, child. So, shout out to everybody. Hopefully, Barnyard Wiggins, can take the meat, as he always does. This time, spit out the bone. I don't know whether he done ruined it for himself, because I know if I was Cenat, bitch, there's no way, girl. I would never, bitch. You tried to throw dirt over here, bitch, unnecessary, unfounded ass dirt, just because I said no, girl. I would never trust you to be a part of my motherfucking brand and business. In the words of Beyonce, girl, all the times I said yes, no. When I said no, it's like I never said yes. My God, on top of that, because here's the kicker. You got to think about this from Cenat's platform. When he asked Barnyard, like, what is it that you do? You're like, oh, I talk about, and then he was looking at the channel, oh, you talk about females? You talk about rap girls and stuff? Like, I don't need that. From Cenat's perspective, allowing a gossiper into a streaming university is also a liability. Because if Cenat, who does not do gossip, then accepts a gossiper into the program, he pretty much already knows that any drama that does play out, the odds of being able to self-contain that and keep that mess in-house is going to practically not be there, because somebody like Barnyard Wiggins would be interested in exploiting the mess, which would contradict the direction and the social tone and optics that Cenat wants around his name and wants around anything that he does, which is as much positivity, light, and love and fluff as possible. He don't need no dense, low vibrational ass bitch who ain't rubbed enough goddamn crystals over her goddamn armpits to bring her raggedy, funky ass energy up into his positive system. On top of the fact that this gossiper has a pattern of doing this, everybody. Try to take Trasher K down because Trasher K scooped him on an interview. Tried to take Jason Lee down because Jason Lee went and got a dog, just like he had a dog. Went and started wearing his pants halfway around his ankles like he wear his pants all around his ankle. Burned the man book up and everything after the man had them put him in rooms with Kanye West and every goddamn thing else. He done seen them fall out again and again and again and again. Fell out with T.S. Madison, dragging her deceased gay mother. Plucking them one after the other. It's whole fucking videos of Wiggins fighting at Zeus events and shit, girl, just to get out. This is why they say your behavior may get you into certain doors, but your character ultimately will keep you there. And it doesn't appear that the character of Wiggins is able to be a universal key everywhere he go for everything he wants. Now he gets to decide if he want to use that and better himself and evolve and take that in and take that on, or rather, as he already did, throw it all away, throw it all in the trash can because his narcissism don't agree, and because in his mind he perfect, and in his mind he deserve everything, and love. He can continue to lead forward with that. He can get whatever, that's gonna get him, but it ain't gonna get him everything, as we can see, my God, today. So shout out to Cenat for not being a homophobe, but for definitely telling a homosexual to get his shit together. And shout out to all of those who were accepted into streaming university for 2026. Now moving along. Last but not least, child, we got to get into Montell Williams, the ex-bald-headed ass boyfriend of Vice President and woman of color who washed her greens in the goddamn jacuzzi, Kamala Harris. Apparently, Montell said on a podcast, baby, and explained why he believes that his ex-girlfriend, Kamala Harris, wouldn't win the presidential election against Donald J. Dumbass Epstein, kid-touching allegedly ass Trump. My God, today, let's go ahead and play this. And I don't know who platform this coming up off of, but we're going to fair use this. Let me put up my banner while we're getting that together. You guys thumbs up and run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. We need all of that. Oh, we're on good time too, child. 52 minutes. Great!
I didn't think that it was going to work out. And, you know, we'll see what happens in the future.
We've got to delve in.
No, him and Maddie are now good, but they're now good after being not so good. What you're seeing currently is the makeup.
There's a little more. Why? Is it because of the public? Is it because of her?
I thought it was because of the public. And
is it because of circumstances in terms of Biden and her and the lateness of when the campaign started?
I think the lateness of the campaign was really what really hurt her. However, I think that, you know, there was a lot of misconception about who she was and who she is. One of the smartest people I think I've ever met in my life. And I give her credit for that. And think that, you know, could she have done a good job? Without a doubt. But I think circumstances and timing were all bad. Were all bad. For this country to, and, you know, people can get as mad at me as you want. Anybody out there who thinks that America is going to elect a woman in the next 4 or 5 years, you are crazy.
Really?
I don't care what woman it is. I'm just going to say that. And, you know, maybe that makes people angry. I could care less if you get angry. I don't think America's ready for that. I don't think America was ready, even though an African-American male was elected. I don't believe America was truly ready for that. We're all bad. For this country to...
I'm kind of conflicted on what Montell is saying. Montell is saying that he doesn't believe that that this country was ready for a woman, and then he brings in the race factor, a woman of color at that, but then also acknowledges that we had a whole black president and we had a whole presidential black family and a black first lady who a big chunk of the country is interested in being the president of the United States, even though Michelle is saying hell to the Nizal bitch. She ain't want to be there when she was there, yet alone be there when she ain't gotta be there. My God. Michelle says you want to keep all her edges and baby hairs, baby. And I don't blame her because I'm living a lifestyle that is pro edges, okay? Ain't gonna be no male pattern baldness. Ain't gonna be none of that, baby. I'm living a soft life too that is in support, baby, of maintaining every single strand of an edge that I got. All right? And I don't think that Montell really hurt himself. You know, it sounds like he doesn't want to believe that the country is ready for those things. But the interesting thing about the Obamas is that they didn't prove it once. They proved it. They proved it twice. The Obamas ran full consecutive terms. The country needed that. They had to have that for almost an entire decade. And they got it. So I think I'm going to disagree with Montell. Because when I think about whether this country is ready for a woman, I do think that the country is ready for a woman. One of the biggest receipts of that is not only this same country electing a black president and electing a black first lady for almost an entire decade of presidency and wanting that black first lady to be the president of the United States. But we got to go back to Donald Trump's first attempt at running when he ran against Hillary Clinton. And Hillary Clinton actually beat Donald Trump by the popular vote. And she beat his motherfucking ass. And I'm talking about, bitch, by a landslide. We ain't talking about no neck to necking in the popular vote. She beat his ass in the popular vote by 3 million more votes. 3 million more votes. Donald Trump only won against Hillary because of the Electoral College, which many people is calling for the abolishment of, and the banishment of, and the destruction of. The majority of the country wanted feminine energy as main character energy for the country. So fast forwarding it to Kamala, what I will agree with when it comes to Montell Williams is that timing was definitely horrific. We had the war in Gaza, which Americans were very, 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 very upset with, and rightfully so. All of the footage that was coming out of that war, and schools being bombed, and children being bombed and unalived. It was brutal. It was polarizing, and Americans could not take it. They wanted an end to the goddamn war. And when it came to the Dems and the liberals and how they set up the marketing behind trying to sell Kamala as a predecessor to Biden's office, they didn't do a good job. Because when Kamala had to speak to the war, it didn't sound convicting, nor did it sound convincing. When it came to the conversations around why did y'all allow the border to be open, and now we have, 3 million more illegals in the country, the border is out of control, blah, 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 blah. Baby, that was even worse as a damn response, because Kamala let us know that her and Biden had been trying to work out a bipartisan deal with the right for a year and a half, but it was Trump who was blocking it because Trump preferred to run off the issue instead of resolve the actual issue. And to be honest, I can't even be mad at Trump because that was a total strategic move. Y'all done let the motherfucking border be open for damn near 3 years, bitch. What the fuck am I going to sign a bipartisan deal now, a year and a half out of running against y'all to get into office? No, I'm going to make that my plight, and I'm going to make y'all look like the shit tarts y'all are and the incompetent leaders that y'all are, in hopes that that would be a winning strategy for myself. And that's exactly what it was. And when it came to the question of, well, why in the hell would y'all wait to the last minute when it's time now to prepare for re-elections to all of a sudden now start working out a bipartisan deal? That just seems strategic. And it also seems that y'all didn't really give a damn about solving the issue, because the issue should have never become a problem to begin with. And y'all damn sure shouldn't have waited until the clock struck 12 to then start preparing for the resolving. So it was strategic on all y'all part. It was strategic on Trump to run on the issue instead of solving it. And it was strategic on y'all to not try to act like y'all cared about the issue until the last minute to make y'allselves look motherfucking good, and was hoping y'all could seal up that hole within the damn ship. Then you had all the other campaign issues. Megan Thee Stallion popping motherfucking pussy on the White House lawn. And look, baby, I am here for the culture of it all. But baby, baby, it was a lot in a professional space. I ain't gonna hold you, girl. As much as I'm team the culture, girl, team Meg, team it all, baby. It's a time and a place, and watching the pussy popping in a corporate space was a very unique experience that I'm not going to say it was a bad or a good thing, but it was definitely a unique thing to witness. And it's not something that would have ever been a part of my strategy package going for the Oval Office, considering that the country is also racist and the country is also sexist. And the way they marketed Kamala to the American people kind of really played into all of the stereotypes about Black people, about her being a woman of color. I can see why it didn't work. Then you had Black people themselves who, for whatever reason, ain't give no damn about reparations no other time, who all of a sudden wanted to make the reparation conversation a conversation to be had now that Kamala was running, and who wanted to now ask all these piercing questions about, well, what is she gonna do for us? What is she gonna do for us? What is she gonna do for us? Well, half of y'all asses might not be dead by 28 because you have a working health care and health insurance. Had you voted her ass into office? Huh? Maybe there wouldn't have been an attack on DEI affirmative action, on HBCUs, on Black museums, and literal history had you voted her ass in, huh? Because if you didn't know what Kamala was going to do for your Black ass, you damn sure knew what the hell Trump was going to do for your Black ass, because it was called Project 2025. And it was 1,000 plus pages of how they were going to scoot and boot your Black ass up out of this goddamn system and make your life a living goddamn hell. So even if you wasn't quite 4K clear on what Kamala was going to offer, you was absolutely unequivocally informed, bitch, about what Trump was going to not do for you. So it just got bad. It got muddy. People were putting out misinformation about her time as DA and prosecutor. It was, once again, when I look over it, and look, I saw the areas of improvement in her campaign when it was happening in real time, but I made an executive decision to not harp on that because it was about understanding the assignment, okay? And the assignment was to make sure that Trump could not happen again. So despite where I felt they could have improved that with her being a candidate, you know, I didn't emphasize it. I didn't major in it. And I did my fair share of also trying to dispel a lot of disinformation and misinformation around her and the truancy laws in California and all of the misinformation and shit, etc. So, you know, it happened any goddamn way. And it happened primarily because they stole the election, for one. I fully believe that. I believe that Elon Musk had a lot to do using that goddamn Illuminati ass technology, baby. They are trying to investigate right now how Elon Musk knew far in advance that Trump had won before the count was actually closed and concluded. We know that Starlink and all of that hijacked these goddamn systems and shit like what's the machine system out of Terminator called, girl? Let me see. Terminator antagonist. Is it Skylink? Skynet, girl. How they had them. I know he had them use that goddamn Skynet software, bitch. Okay. To hijack that shit. But on top of that, Trump also won. He ran a better campaign. He made his mission statement very simple. I'm going to make America affordable again. You guys will have great jobs. The economy is going to boost. I'm going to destroy and end this war in 48 hours of being in the White House. He did his fair share of appealing to some of the phobias, too. We're going to keep these trans folk out of the bathroom and keep them out of the sports and keep them, you know. He ran a palatable, comprehensive, hooked on phonics campaign that had a far more universal appeal to the general public than Kamala, whose mission statement largely was wrapped around women's rights, which are necessary and are very important issues. But the issue with running almost exclusively off a woman's issues as the president is that you can't be you cannot be community specific as a world leader. What you sell to the general public have to be general things that all people, whether gay, straight, woman, man, it, he, she, we, black, white, Asian, etc., that all people will benefit from, which is the economy, which is the job market, which is the lowering of the cost of goods, etc. A universal message. Kamala's messaging was niche. And once again, she already had a lot of things going up against her. She's a woman herself. That was going to scare a patriarchy. And, you know, it was going to scare those who are sexist. She's a woman of color on that, you know, so it's just, it didn't make sense. The Dems did not think this through. It was clear they didn't think this through. There was a lot of issues because Kamala didn't even know that she was going to be up next until the last minute, girl, because Joe chose Kamala at the end. He blessed her and wanted her to, you know, be the next one up. So there was really no preparation, and you could see from the execution that it was sloppy. It was all over the place. It was niche, and ultimately why it didn't motherfucking work. And I hate that for them. I hate it for them. So we're here. But ultimately, is the country ready for a woman? I do. I think that Kamala could have won under different circumstances, just like, or any woman really could have won. Just go around, you know, had the path to victory been better prepared, just like technically Hillary won. Technically. So I do think the country is ready for it. But the other team played a better game. Kamala has talked about possibly running again. And I hope that she thinks about that and concludes that far before it's time to run, so that all the mistakes they made the first time, they cannot make this time. I hope she don't make the damn decision to run at the last damn minute. And I hope the Dems don't do then what they did when Donald Trump ran this time, which was just have a belief that anybody else is definitely going to win aside from Trump because Trump is just that bad. Because the Dems finally admitted that they did think that they dropped the ball on strategy because they really thought that Trump had did such a horrible job the first time that there was just no way his ass could win. They literally believed that. And then that wasn't the case because timing matters. Strategy matters. Even for a D-list student like Donald Trump. Donald Trump is proof that despite having no qualifications and doing a horrible job the first 4 years around, that strategy and timing is impeccable and can put you back in the winning seat. So I hope that she makes that choice 2 years before it's time to run, and then her and the liberals and the Dems and her people can really have time to preparate her campaign and situate her goddamn campaign. And do not rest on the fact that the Republicans have did such a bad job and they tanked the country in every way, and the American people are just going to be willing to throw their arms into or throw themselves into the arms of the Dems. Because even if they are, Kamala ass don't need to rest on that. And Donald Trump being successful the second time around was a big ass, fool me once, bitch, won't fool me again. So I hope they go all out. If she is going to run, I hope they better situate her ass. I do think she would make a great leader and a great president. We need a Kamala energy, girl. This shit went dark real quick, girl. Trump came into office, and it's like, girl, the lights went out. And they've been out ever since, girl. The power grid been down ever since, girl. The aura of America, girl, has plummeted, baby. The force field around us, girl, has dissipated. Okay, girl, it's open season on the American people right now, child. So tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. I'm about to get up out of her. Great timing, a little bit over an hour. I love that for me. Check out the shorts on the platform. Follow me on Instagram, Patreon, all the things who never fail on their notifications. And if you enjoyed yourself, you can always donate to the platform at $Consciouztv on Cash App and or PayPal.me/Consciouztv. All donation information is in the description box below. Depending on if it ain't storming, I may come back in about 30 minutes, girl. I fucked around and watched Trasha Coochie K's interview of AT Alien Child. It was randomly in my damn algorithm. And I have one hell of a review, especially for part 1 of that interview. If y'all need that, let me know. Bless the Kane with a thumbs up and a share and all the things, girl. And I will see y'all later. Peace.